Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. That's Davis in motion. Again, they give it to Etienne. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up. They'll motion the slot man right.
There we go.
Working out of the gun, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Jaguars will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. This fielded at about the 9. He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 2. May gonna look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Green. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Steeler first down.
32-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Boye Olilton with the play.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it third down and 10.
Here's a third and 10.
Crazy.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
They'll send the tight end in motion right. They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And he will get into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguar. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
24.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Open man is Davis. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Hey, here we go.
And in motion is Brown. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. And he just gets rid of this one. To the sideline, it is incomplete. He did not want to throw the interception there. And now it is 4th down. Little's pick is good. And the Jaguars will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Yeah! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's May. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. May to throw again. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a 1st down.
19 yards. That's another Steelers 1st down.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And despite a nice juke, only going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? That's the 2nd overall pick, Travis Hunter. He gets free. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Up the middle, here's ETN. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Hey, Lion,
and 8.
Lion!
They'll run it once more with ETN. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Ready? Take it right open.
And it's 3rd down.
Rip, 23.
Back to throw. Lawrence. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend their lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Red. Silver.
Brown comes to get the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points, but after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
30 left. On red. Hey, son, touch.
Lawrence from the gun here. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. And after a short pickup to the 24, Foye Aluakin with the play. It is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He's inside the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. defensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And they finally get him down, but not before he's inside the 20. What a return.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things. Balance, vision, and yeah, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what?
To the goal line and in. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Third and long. This drive will start on the ground, and they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
Cody Barton on the stop. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. They convert with a gain of 15.
That's almost unfair. I mean, 4th and a mile. You got nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's able to just tuck it down and pick it up with his legs. There's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that play, and you can see a lot of those defenders hanging their heads saying, we know we just gave him one.
Now the hand up, that's Harvey, running left. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw now, May. Open man, downfield is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage.
And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 4.
22-yard line.
All right, here we go.
Toss left side, that's Harvey. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
7-yard gain.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Again, it's Harvey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
On the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Crazy. What's up? Crazy. Hey, what's up?
To throw is May. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Steelers First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Jerome Bettis. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Titans 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. That's the rookie first rounder Maxwell Hairston. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. Will give him about 5 yards. From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
A run once more. That's Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Work in the middle. That's Harvey.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They're going. It's May, and he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Steelers 1st down.
A run with Harvey. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Howard. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Back to throw, Howard.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's May. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now we'll give up the middle to Bettis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup. A 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the
ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, back to Harvey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
They'll throw with May. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Steelers will line up.
May going to try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. And the Steelers set to take the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Nnamdi Madubuike. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. This is caught.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Steelers first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Harvey, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So now the Steelers down by 8, 27 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he is out of bounds. 20 seconds to go as he does pick up a 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
Back to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Not an enviable spot as they come up, 3rd and long. There's a dive up the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Crazy.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. They're here. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Good running. He rips off about 7, but they're still short. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
And they don't get the catch they need there. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and long for him here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
That's another Steelers.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here we go, front.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers turn the fumble into 6.
Just knowing the competitor that this fella is, he kind of knew once he caught that 2nd touchdown, he was going to try all he could and get the equalizer on the ground. 2 through the air, 2 on the ground. Just a monster kind of game.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And they'll take the lead.
Steelers 39, Commanders 38. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
It's cut by McLaurin, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
We put a receiver in motion left. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. They'll run and draw with Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
Third down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there. To the air on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Get it!
Daniels to throw on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Dive play straight ahead. Tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to the well again. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
A gain of 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you can take a risk like that.
This is caught inside the 15. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Made a throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete from the contact.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Nervous.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers grow the lead to 7.
This one for the ages here today. Not just a 5-touchdown game. That's remarkable in of itself. But the way he's done it's been spectacular. 2 through the air, 3 on the ground. This is a game he'll remember for the rest of his life.
All right, you picked up the win. Nicely done. So what's next for you? Replay a challenge, pick a new one, or just get your rewards? This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he gets him 5, but still away. Short of that line to gain, so here comes 4th down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Finds him on the crossing route, and he won't make the marker. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down.
Crazy, crazy. Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From the gun, it's May. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jonathan Jones makes the play. Four guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Five. What's that? It's crazy, crazy.
May now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And they pick him off again. Juan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders take it away once again. The 5th time they've... Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Now give left side. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. May on 1st and 10. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands.
And they pick him off again. Here's to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuck in the run.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he gets it away from his end zone. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So they bring Tress Way back out there for another punt. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Fielded at his own 48. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. May off the play fake. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. It's Pickens on the slant. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Getting tempo with some hurry-up offense.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Made out a throw on 3rd. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st down and goal.
To the air on 1st down. May. He's got it along the sideline. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And they pick him off again! Picked off by Frankie Luvu. And the Commanders capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's going to wind up in the red for this play, back at the 8. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Ready! 60 Vikings! 60 Vikings!
From the gun, it's Daniels. He finds Eckler out of the backfield. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And he gets it away from his end zone. It's some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Steelers offense headed out. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. 1st down, May. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
At the 14-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he comes through big here. 9 yards, it's second down. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Running for the marker on second. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Harvey goes up and over for the touchdown. The Steelers get 6 points for themselves.
Touchdown Steelers.
So up comes May and his offense, going for 2.
The Steelers.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
He'll take this at the 10. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Going on 1st down, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
3rd and long for Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. As that'll leave us with 55 seconds to go in the half. 4th and forever coming up.
Here we go.
They're going to go. It's Daniels. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. Harvey headed right. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. They'll be down to just 1 in reserve before halftime.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Sanders sends it through. And that is how you take down a challenge, baby. You have some momentum after that. Let's pick out another challenge and keep it going.
Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys,
and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
At the Eagles' 2-yard line.
2nd and 1 from the 2. To throw, it's May. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Touchdown! R.J. Harvey.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you have the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
They're going to try to throw for it. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really, it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you have 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, you got to think the number 1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Dances by him. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage. Win the game.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To the air, May. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the bust, Jerome Bettis. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jerome Bettis, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and a couple.
Up the middle they go. Lord. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard.
They go play action now. May. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Steelers.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he returns this to the 22. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know Right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down.
And they go play action with May. Throw out wide is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
15 yards. And an Eagles first down.
In motion, Hill.
41-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football, here as we... Start the fourth quarter. They'll throw with May. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. And again, back to Kmet.
A gain of 6. That's another Eagles first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, May with it. That'll be caught right side by Reed. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 4.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rod Woodson. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Again, they'll run with Bettis. Fights through, and now a crease. And into the end zone. Touchdown.
Steelers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here's May. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point.
Julian Love picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Right here, 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. We'll be hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead, and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Sanders on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the lead swells, 35-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build it.
And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Crazy.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
May looking to run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Bettis is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Why are you giving up? This could be worse, but I feel like...
What? Oh, that was terrible. What is that?
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. That's Harrison in motion. Here's a run out of the gun, and it's Herbert. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Yeah, at some point, you just have to know when the party's over. You just have to cut your losses. I think in this case, he's just trying to do a little bit too much, make something out of nothing, and he ends up being taken back for a pretty big loss.
That one intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Working out of the gun. It's May. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Ravens 6. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Brown now to return it. Ooh. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Jackson now on second down. Out quickly to Metcalf. Finding space at the 40. He's taken down to just shy of midfield. Set to go now on first and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Third down and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to have the first down and then some. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a handoff to Herbert. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. It is third and long. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. The ball comes out.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Off the play fake, it's May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
2nd and 10.
Crazy. Now here goes Trot.
Out of the gun, here's May. That's caught downfield by Smith. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 85 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This is an interesting decision. Up 7, they're going to try to go for 2 and make it a 2-score game. And he will get into the end zone and make this a 2-score game. The lead is now 9.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Metcalf, the motion man. So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Metcalf with the grab. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. A 1st down throw for Jackson. He carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Recovered by the Steelers.
Here goes Trot. Hey, what's up? Hey, question now. Let me try to hit us up. Crazy.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jimmy Ward with the good coverage that time gets a hand in there.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, But how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
On play action, here's May. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Going right sideline and complete. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Harvey. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Hey, here goes Sarah. Hey, what's up?
A run once more. That's Harvey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here's second and 6. To throw now, May. This one caught at the 4, and he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with first down. Jackson looking to throw. There's a short one to Hooper. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. That one pulled in by Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Man in motion is Brown. Jackson up top again. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is the former Pro Bowler, Hassan Reddick, in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, here's Jackson. High throw, but it's reeled in. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. That's Harrison in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. To throw is Jackson. The ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. Working the middle, that's Harvey. Has some room inside the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get in the end zone. This drive will begin with first down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Jackson. Over the middle. He hits his tight end, Hooper. And mark him down up beyond the 30. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. The line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Brown. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Now it's Jackson. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. Here we go. One final play. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.